Hello, I'm Graham Bill Emerson, and welcome to Lidline News. This is our first show of the new year, 2017. Took a break to do Lidline Sports with Renault Pepe Bean. Hope you all are listening. Hope you sports fans are enjoying the show. A lot has been going on since the last time we did Lidline News. 45 is president now, the 45th president of the United States, and all hell has broken loose in the first 60 days. I mean, this guy went around rounding up folks and deporting them out of the country like this was Russia. Then he put a travel ban on and tried to keep people from coming into the country from Muslim countries, try to keep Muslims from coming into the country, and those that were here that tried to get back, he wouldn't let them in like this was Russia. I mean, man. And then he tried to strong arm the NFL and make them be afraid to sign Colin Kaepernick in fear of one of his mean tweets like this was the United States of America, because in Russia, they'll just go ahead and off you in Ukraine. But this guy has all sorts of people around him with Russian ties, both in politics and in money and in oil. And man, they say the evidence is circumstantial. Those are some hella circumstances right there. All those people, all evolving around Trump and Putin, y'all know something going down. Just stay tuned. Then the other day, they had put together a House Intelligence Committee chaired by Devin Nunes, who was actually a Trump transition executive. And this guy breaks from the committee, doesn't tell them, and goes to Trump and gives him some information that says that it's been proven that Trump has been under surveillance. He hasn't shown any documentation. That's just what he's got to say about it. But hey, that's how the Trump regime gets down. They throw out a bunch of fake stuff to their base so that they get it first and they believe it, and then the real news reports that it's actually false. That's what happened with the whole Obama wiretapping thing, where Trump tweeted that Obama had tapped his wires at Trump Towers. This guy, oh my goodness. The Trump team, I mean, wow. They are so corrupt. Matter of fact, I haven't seen a group of dudes that corrupt since Goodfellas. Them dudes was whack in Goodfellas, but hey, Trump's Russian team, Team Russia, them jokers made Goodfellas look like the freshman squad. Today, they were supposed to vote on TRUMPCare. Donald Trump doesn't want to call it TRUMPCare. This guy puts his name on everything else, but he doesn't want to call this Obamacare repeal TRUMPCare because he knows it's whack and it's going to mess up a whole bunch of stuff, and he won't be able to lie about it and say he didn't have anything to do with it if his name was all on it. So he's trying to make it Paul Ryan care. But anyway, they decided not to vote on it today. The Republican Party could not get enough votes to pass it in the Senate, even though Trump went to this all-white male group called the Freedom Party or something or that other. I couldn't get past the word freedom. It was a whole bunch of old white men in a room talking about health care for women. Then there was that time when Supreme Court nominee Neil Gorsuch wanted Alphonse Madden to freeze to death. Madden was driving a truck and his brakes froze in minus 27-degree weather. His company told him to stay with the truck until somebody arrived to fix the brakes on the trailer. He fell asleep for 3 hours and woke up, couldn't feel his hands or his feet. And so he decided to unhitch the trailer and drive to a gas station and warm up a little bit. Then he went back and hitched the trailer. The guy was there to fix it, and he drove off. But his company fired him. Well, the case went to 7 different judges, and this guy that Donald Trump nominated for Supreme Court was the only dissenting opinion. I'm like, this, how do you get fired for that? This guy cannot be the next Supreme Court justice. In sports, LaVar Ball, the father of the famous Ball brothers, has been all over the sports networks for his statements about his son Lonzo Ball being better than Jason Kidd. And then as he kept going on show after show, he started talking about him being better than LeBron, being better than Stephen Curry. Then he started bringing up folks' kids, said Shaq's kids weren't any good. LaVar Ball, you all right with me, man. I love the way that you love your sons, and I love the way that you talk up your sons. I thought that it was genius. But you crossed the line when you start talking about folks' kids. Can't talk about folks' kids, man. I done seen some folks get beat down for talking about other folks' kids. Also, the funniest thing I saw this week in sports was this guy, Muhammad Anis, a soccer player in Ghana. He scored 2 goals and was the man of the match. And they gave him his award. And during the interview, he gave a shout out. And he kind of slipped up and said he wanted to thank his wife and his girlfriend. Then he tried to fix it and say, oh, well, I haven't been married that long, so my wife, she is my girlfriend. Then he tried to say his sister was his girlfriend. So like, bruh, what's going on, man? That's a cautionary tale right there, brothers. If you got a side piece, it should be from Popeyes or something like that. But if you got a human side piece and somebody puts a microphone in your face to give you an award, you might want to think about it before you shout out some names or some people. And that's the news as I see it from just below my lid. Thank you for watching Lidline News. I'm Granville.